You have a question? Oh, yes, I have an answer. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is another episode of Ask James. Let's get to our email. Dear James, first of all, I want to say that I appreciate and love your YouTube channel. Thank you very much. I've been watching your videos for over a year and your commentary has brought joy to my days. I have a close male cousin that refuses to end his friendship with my ex of 5 years, or at least not have home at events that I will attend, parties and cookouts, etc. My ex cheated on me and placed me in an environment where his roommate was selling drugs out of their apartment, which I fled because I don't believe in that lifestyle or breaking the law. I called my friend so that I could stay with her so that I could be safe, and she agreed to help me out until I could get on my own. Needless to say, I broke up with my ex, and 4 months later, my male cousin calls me to tell me that my ex had gotten someone else pregnant and that he wanted to tell me before I heard it in the street. That was about 14 years ago. Since then, I have served our country in Afghanistan and as an Army officer, completed my doctoral degree, got married, and had a baby. With God's strength, I have been able to be a productive member of society. I introduced my cousin and friend at my wedding reception, and they went on to get married and have a child. Okay. My issue is that I have told my cousin and my cousin's friend over and over again that I do not wish to be in the presence of my ex. Their loyalty should be to me and not the ex. That put me at risk for STDs, a dangerous environment, and got some other girl pregnant. They continuously invite my ex to events where I am which aggravates my PTSD. It is a trigger. I told my cousin and my friend that I cannot come to any more events with them because it is too painful to see my ex, and I don't want that kind of energy around me. They don't seem to care about what hurts me or triggers my PTSD and disregard my feelings. Also, they chose to have him in their wedding and their wedding website and on their wedding website did not state that they met at my wedding reception. They stated that they met at a restaurant, which is a lie. I went out of my way to introduce them because they live in the same town and were dating people that were not kind. What are your thoughts on the situation? I used to not be aggravated by seeing my ex so much until I went to war and my dad and brother died in a car accident while I was deployed. As a result, I try to avoid anything that brings me pain, as I have lived through a lot of it. Do you think I am wrong for not wanting to attend any more events where my ex is present? What are your thoughts on my cousins? Thanks for listening and caring. Okay, see, this is tricky but not. Because, one, I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to say, I have a saying of my own, that I'm not going to allow anybody to make their problem my problem. Now, that's kind of curt and that's kind of, matter of fact. So I'm going to say I have to say, when it comes to your cousin and the friend, that's kind of the space they're living in. They're not allowing you to make your problem their problem. And if they had just met, it would be one thing. But they are actually really I would say, good friends with this person. He's in their wedding and all of this kind of carrying on. And it's like a 5-year friendship. So I'm going to have to say I kind of disagree with the whole thing of where the loyalty should lie and that kind of thing. I kind of agree with them not getting in it. Now, I'm not... It's kind of not fair to try to make them choose, because you're basically trying to make them choose. You're going to choose me or you're going to choose him. Your family. So you kind of always get chosen, but it's a little unfair to make them like disengage from him. You know what I mean? So yes, the things that he did was wrong, but it was a long time ago. And you don't have any involvement with him anymore. And then now the bad thing is that your issues are actual medical. It's like a medical type of an issue. So that's kind of, that's what puts a little twist on it. But again, at the end of the day, you can't expect other people to go through it with you because it's a medical issue. So I can't make you. You know what I mean? I can't make you come along with me in that journey. That's not fair. That's not fair. Because then what happens once you get everything together and then you have all your PTSD situations at a low and you're good with them, then they lost a friend in the process. It's kind of not fair. It's not fair that you actually have to deal with the PTSD. But again, it's not fair to try to drag them along with you. And again, and that's kind of how I live. I'm not going to allow anyone to make their problem my problem, no matter what the problem actually is. So I don't want to be mean, but no, I don't agree. I don't agree. And no, I wouldn't expect them to not be friends with that person anymore. Now, the thing is, now with you, no, you are completely not wrong for not wanting to go to things that he's there at. If there's something about him that bothers you, then by all means, stay away from him. That is actually the adult thing to do. And now the thing that what it does with you is it lets you off the hook. Now, you don't have to explain to your cousin why you don't come to their functions, or why if you get to the function, he's there and you just leave. You don't have to explain any of that anymore because they already know. So that's that thing. So that will clear that piece up because, again, you're not allowing them to make him your problem. So it kind of goes both ways. You know what I mean? And I think y'all have a complete understanding of it. You don't want to be around him. They choose to be around him. So whenever it's something that he's going to be at, I'm not coming. And there's no conversation that needs to be had. So, I mean, that's where I'm at on it. It's, you don't, as long as they don't try to push that, you don't let them push him on you and you don't try to push him away. It is what it is. Free yourself up. I think you've been doing the adult thing. Stay away. Stay away. Don't go to functions. There's no need to go anywhere where he's at. If that triggers you, don't go. Don't go. And at the same time, you don't have to explain a goddamn thing. You already know why I didn't come, because boyfriend was there. Whether they agree with it or don't agree with it, you don't owe an explanation. But no, it's not fair to try to make them go into it with you. It just is what it is. So I hope this helps. That's kind of where I stand on it. All right. Thank you so much for writing in, and I will see you later. And absolutely, thank you so much for all of your support. I love you guys. All right. Talk to you later. You have something you need to get off your chest or something you need some help with? I'll give it my best shot. Send me an email to spillitboy@gmail.com, and in the title line, you want to put "Hey James" to make sure that I actually see it. If you don't put "Hey James" in the subject line, I'm not going to see it. It's going to continue to be an issue. So send me an email and we'll talk about it later.